I'm Chloe.
And I'm Coco.
And
this is the 14 Steps Away podcast. Welcome back and happy Thanksgiving. We're going to do a little Thanksgiving special for you guys.
Say all the things we're thankful for.
But we have updates, of course. So let's start with those.
Okay. My first update is one that you don't know about. So I just wanted to tell you that one first because it's all I've been thinking about. Wow. So last night I made brownies, right? And I'm not very smart sometimes. A lot of times lately. I think it's the chlorine gas getting to me.
It got to you.
Because I was cutting the brownies and I cut them. And then, you know when you're like cooking and there's something like on your finger and you just like lick it and you like don't think? That's what I did to the knife after I cut the brownies. And it was like, obviously it's a metal knife and it just came directly out of the oven. And I had just cut like piping hot brownies with it. And metal is a heat conductor. So obviously I put it on my tongue and burned my tongue. And my tongue has been burnt all day. Nothing's enjoyable. Everything's sad. It feels like sandpaper. I am not happy about it, but I'm like,
I can't believe I went home 30 minutes early and missed that.
As I did it, I literally thought, you're so stupid. Like, you're such an idiot. Like, duh. Like, I just wasn't thinking. I don't know. I just know that my tongue is still burnt. I was like, you deserve that. Like, I deserve that. Not using my brain. That's what happens. So that's
not
my first
great.
update.
Okay.
Burnt tongue.
Okay. Starting off really positively. Okay. My first update is kind of our update. It definitely very much is our update. And that is that we started running.
We're runners.
We are runners. We really want to be good at running. We want to be like those girls on TikTok that are like, come on a 15-mile run with me. And then it's mile 8 and they're not out of breath and they're just vibing. We want to be them. And so we started running a week and a half ago and trying to build up our endurance and our breathing and all of the things. In some ways, maybe I would say it's getting better.
Yeah.
But it is still very hard because we're going up in time every day that we run. So it's getting easier at the beginning. Like I'm getting used to it, but then we're going longer, so it's still hard.
Yeah. But I think we're being pushed at a good pace.
I think so too. I think it's a healthy pace. Like we're not going to get burnt out or tired of it, I don't think, because we're doing it at a very,
I agree.
Comfortable pace.
I think that like increasing the increments of how long we're running and the mileage and that kind of thing is very helpful. And I feel inspired. I feel hopeful.
I also feel very helpful.
Glad we're doing it together.
Yes, it's very helpful. I would not.
No.
I would have maybe done 2 days and that's it. But the waking up early is helpful with another person because it's like, no, we said we're doing that. And so that helps in a lot of ways is like, no, I got a commitment. And it's like that with a lot of exercising, but especially something you really don't want to do.
Yeah, but it's also easier, like, because you're next door. I think that even if you and I lived separately and then we were like, oh, we're going to go to the gym in the morning, like, it'd be so easy to be like, no.
Yeah.
But since we're next door, we can just bang on each other's doors.
Yes.
Wake up.
And there's less of a time thing there because we're not, like, having to meet each other at the gym. Like, we just walk outside and go.
That's true,
which is nice.
It's very, not as time consuming.
And it's fun. I was going to say the outfits, but we're being really good and not getting new outfits or shoes or anything until we've committed for a little while longer. But I am liking it because I feel like I have a lot of activewear that I wasn't necessarily getting my use out of. And still, I'm not getting all of, like, some of my favorite things are more summery or warmer. And so I'm not really doing that. But I still appreciate that I'm putting some of my clothes to use a little more. So that's good. More laundry, but that's fine.
I was going to say, I am trying to be really good about not buying any activewear until January because then that means we've stuck it out 2 months.
And it's January. Like, it's such a fresh start. Like, we are going to stick to it once
and
January
I'm starting 75 hard in January. So, like, if I'm already being super active November, December, and then I start something in January, I want to feel good about myself. But, so I'm trying to be good about it. And what I've realized is I don't have any activewear at all. Like, I have a few pieces that are reliable, especially for running. Like,
True.
There's a difference
yeah.
between
That's true.
Especially in the cold.
Yes.
But I just do a lot of laundry now because I have very few pieces.
Yeah.
And since we're going several times a week, and even if we're not running, we're walking or doing Pilates
Mhm.
or whatever. So I just have a lot more laundry.
I definitely have
wow.
pieces that I still wish that I wanted, like I feel are missing from my collection because there are lounging leggings and there are working out
Yeah.
leggings and I have a lot that are like annoying. Like they're kind of the seam that goes by my hips, I can feel is like coming down. And not like they're falling off, but like they're just not fit for that much movement.
Mm-hmm.
And so I definitely want new leggings and I definitely realize I have like 2 sports bras. Like I have like some sports tank tops, but I need sports bras for the fact that we're layering. So I need a sports bra and then I need my long sleeve or my short sleeve and then I need my jacket. So I am missing things and a lot of my leggings are flare or boot cut or straight or whatever. They're just not ideal, but we're
Right.
making it work. And
are.
we're really dedicated and we're going to run again tomorrow.
Mhm.
So
We're
I hope,
brave.
yeah, we are. We're doing so good. I'm so proud of
Yeah.
us.
I am too.
Yeah. But we have
Because
to run
even,
early
like-
tomorrow.
Ugh, I know. What
Like 5?
let's see. I think I work at 8, so yeah, it should be. God, it should be. Well,
5:30?
5:30.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only 5 on the days that I have to be there at 7:30. So
okay.
get an extra 30 minutes. Well, I don't really because I have to wake up at 5 anyway to take out the dog.
5:30.
5:30.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. That's an update.
Mm-hmm.
My next update is I got my nails done.
Cute.
I went for a brown French tip,
I like it.
and I got them a lot shorter because I was like, these are going to snap off and I want to die. So got short ones. Also, I don't know why I didn't mention this, but whenever I was picking my color, I felt bad because I love Taylor. Love her, but it's really hard whenever they offer you a color and you're like, that's not the color I'm looking for. Like they're
Yeah.
trying to be helpful, so like you don't want to be mean, but like I show her the picture and it's just brown. It's
Mhm.
just brown. And she keeps bringing me different shades of purples. And I keep saying, more brown than that.
Oh.
And then she showed me another purple and I said, maybe like a chocolate color. And then
like
she,
a mocha.
and then whenever I set point, and then she brings me like a thing of like fall colors, and it has the brown in it. And I was like, oh, let's just do that one. That works. And she goes, are you sure you don't want to do this one? Showing me the purple one again. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I'll just go with the first one. Then when we went over to do my nails, she brought the purple and the brown. And then before she did the first French tip, she painted both the colors onto her little palette and said, which one? And I said, the brown one. She really did not like the idea of me getting poop brown nails.
That is really funny that you mentioned it.
She said, purple girl.
That's so funny because I hadn't noticed her judge anything until I did I guess my last nails, I did a soft square because I went shorter. And the inspo I was seeing was just like, I don't know, I wanted it to be a little different. I wanted to change it up. And I did a soft square. And she hated them. And she didn't say anything when I got them. She didn't say anything when I got them. But when I went to go get these or whatever my new set was, she was like, oh, do you want like a cut or a different shape or whatever? And I told her like, yeah, let's go back to my normal. And she's like, yeah, that's much better. And then when she was filing my nail, she was like, see, that makes your nails look so much skinnier now.
You got fat nails.
And she made like, honestly, it was probably like 4 or 5 comments throughout that she really hated that I didn't do like, I don't know, that I did the soft square. And
Wow.
so maybe she's getting comfortable with us and she's realized she does not like the brown.
Whenever I did
but that's not that rare. Like
She's-
people are doing brown.
She
lately.
questions my color choices every time, pretty much. Actually, every time. And they always look cute. But whenever I got those bright red ones, she was like, really? And I was like, yep. And then I was like, I'm kind of scared, but like I like bright colors, so like I know I love it. And she like didn't say anything. And then whenever she like painted the first one, she went, really bright. And then she laughed. And I was like, yep.
She really is so fun. I love her though. But that's really
Yeah.
funny that she.
I mean, I don't mind it because I'm usually pretty confident in my nail choices. Like I'm like, I want it this way.
Yes.
But like she always questions it. Like even whenever I did the like one coat, funny bunny, one coat,
Yeah.
blah blah blah, she was like,
offered
are
another.
you sure?
Yeah.
And
That's
I was
interesting.
like,
She really wants you to like them. She wants
Yeah.
to fight you to the point that you know, like, you really love them.
I guess so, yeah. And I think she wanted me to do a thinner French tip because she kept doing it so thin and I'd say thicker and then she would still do it like just slightly thicker.
I felt like that happened. These, I
I
did
was like,
French tip first.
Hey, please.
and then I didn't like it, so I went full color. But when she was doing the French tip on these, I was like, because she does them so thin, and I don't
I'm
know.
gonna show you my reference photo because I still would have had them be different but I wasn't gonna have her do it again.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just gonna pretend that they're perfect. I don't know. The shape is different too. Probably more of what I would have wanted, which they're similar.
They are.
But I feel like
Yeah, I get it.
I think it's because also this one is so round. Sorry, not to flip you off, but it's so round. I might literally file it myself. Anyway.
So I have been fully back into my crochet game lately. I can't stop, won't stop. I must make every single thing I've ever wanted to make, but all at the same time. There's no one project at a time, start to finish. There's like 6 things going on at one time because I start one and I do want to finish them all. Well, yeah, I do want to finish them all. But I just see another thing, or when I go to get yarn for that first project, I see another yarn that I get more excited about, and I have to finish that one before I go back to the other one. So I have been nonstop crocheting, and part of that was working on a sweater, so that takes a while, and I think we're definitely close to wrapping that up. It could be done now, but I might end up adding like some cuffs and make it look a little more professional, but it does look fine. And that took a long time to kind of figure out because I was very loosely following a pattern. So it took a lot of tweaks and a lot of trying it on and a lot of trying different things. I just cannot stop. Anytime that I am not working or running or cooking, which we're doing a lot of, I am crocheting all the time. Like, we are waking up early to go on our runs, and yet I'm still staying up late to crochet, which is not like me. I need my sleep, and yet I have too many hobbies at one time. Must crochet 24/7.
Yeah. I feel the same way about knitting.
Yes.
I can't stop. I literally can't stop. I've had my past 2 days off, and I was like, I'm going to get so much done. No, didn't do a single thing. Knit all day, every day.
I was like, yeah, you got a lot done.
No, I didn't get anything done as far as like anything in my life that needs to be done. But I was like, I'm hyperfixating on this. I have to finish it. And
you have
the same
to prove
thing.
that you did it.
I almost went to Hobby Lobby today because I was like, I know the yarn that I want for my next project, and I know what I want my next project to be. But I was like, I literally can't let myself do that. Like, because I need to finish this one.
Yes, yeah.
So it's rough.
Yeah, but it's so fun. Like, I feel like the only reason I feel really got not even out of crocheting, but kind of it got pushed to the back burner, the sidelines, was part wedding, part us just living here, and I don't know, we're socializing. I don't know. Not as much bringing crochet everywhere and more just doing a lot of things all the time, and we were just really busy. But I got reignited with my crocheting to make Christmas stockings, and I made 2 of them, and then I just couldn't stop from there. Forced to be reckoned with. I made those 2 and then immediately had to make a million things. I've made 2 beanies and 2 scarves, and I have 2 sweaters in progress. Like, I don't know. Once you start one again, you're just back in it. And I really appreciate that. And obviously the colder weather, it's a good time. I guess in the summer, my time was probably filled more outside or at the pool or whatever. But it's just so good. I miss crocheting, and I love being so productive. Like, yeah, it is hard if you have other like household things to do, or I have so many things on my to-do list that I keep forgetting to do. But like, I'm making something. Like, I can take it in the car and I can watch TV, and we could just sit together like we're hanging out and yet getting so much done.
I was going to say,
So
I feel like
productive.
I'm getting so much done because if I have to listen to, not have to, but if I want to listen to a podcast or watch a show or whatever, I can knit while I'm doing it.
Yeah. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Mm-hmm.
So nice.
It's been very, very nice.
I can't wait for it to be done.
Same.
Like, I can't wait to see the before and after of the blocking.
Yeah.
Same for mine.
Yeah.
Maybe next week we could wear yellow sweaters.
Maybe next week we could wear our yellow sweaters.
If we're really lucky. Our next update is yet another thing that we do together and did together. So it's really not mostly personal updates. It's us updates.
Yeah.
But
it's a unit.
yes, we made DIY Christmas village houses. Like, we went to Hobby Lobby and Michael's and got little wood birdhouses, and we painted them and made them Christmas villagey-esque. And they were so cute.
Very Anthropology, very
Yes.
DIY.
And they're just so adorable.
Cute.
Yeah.
We're going to have to insert the photos. It
Mhm.
took like a good 8 hours.
It took so much
but
of
it was
our Sunday.
and so much glue and a lot of mishaps for me. But
Lots of glue mishaps. Glue is not our friend.
glue is my worst enemy, actually, now that I think about it. It was
And it was 3 different types.
And it was 3 different types, yes, and they were all overstimulating me. And I was like, I'm actually like, I was having so much fun, but then I was like, at the end, I was like, I'm gonna kill myself because like my fingers were sticking together. I looked it up and it kept saying like, wash your hands with warm water. I'm like, I've washed my hands 5 times.
I just don't know. Were you holding it?
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I sprayed mine and I
Well,
was like,
because I thought it would be better if I tilted it and sprayed it rather than stood it straight up and sprayed straight up. I thought that the spray would work better going downward rather than facing up. My hands are not as gluey anymore.
but they did turn out so cute. We each made 2,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah. And they just look like the cutest. Like they would all be on the same cul-de-sac. They're
They
just
would.
adorable. And we just sat and stared at them.
Yeah, we
Appreciated
literally
them.
just stared at
Yeah.
them.
They just turned out so good. It was time consuming, but that was more of the painting.
Mhm.
The painting was time consuming, like waiting on each part to dry and doing all the little details. But once you got to the decorating, I was like, this is really coming together.
Yeah.
Like the greenhouse I did was like, oh my gosh. When I started decorating it, it all just, I was so proud. Just I love being crafty. I
Mhm.
just love
Yeah.
crafts. The pride flowing through my veins when I accomplished those. So good.
I agree, especially
just
because it's just more sentimental that way anyway. Because you're like, I
Yeah.
did that.
Yes.
It's not like I found this cute thing at Home Goods.
Mhm.
Like, I did that.
It's so precious.
They're so cute. We'll insert pictures
Yeah.
because they're perfect.
We're very proud of them.
We're so
You
proud
should
of them.
do
Like,
it, honestly. You have
everyone
to.
should.
I hope that.
If you have friends,
Yes.
another girls' night activity, make little Christmas villages.
Yes. If you haven't yet, you have to. Like,
Yeah.
so fun. Even if you get the small ones, they're just maybe more hard to paint. But
Yeah.
they were so cute.
And Michael's restocks the little houses. I mean, like, we got ours and then they restocked and we got more. So,
So fun.
very fun. Alrighty. Last update, or I guess not update, but pop culture reference thing that's
Ooh,
going on
yes.
is
I have to get educated.
Pajama Gate. We'll start with that because I guess the issue is Cecily Bachman, the mommy TikToker.
Yeah.
What do they call them? There's like a genre. I don't know, family vlogger situation.
Yeah.
But she has background on her if anyone needs that. She has 5 children, I think, 4 or 5. I think it's 5.
Okay.
And she's a pastor's wife.
okay.
They lived in San Diego, and I don't know why I pronounce it like that. Whatever. They lived there, and then they moved to Tennessee this year. And I guess it was to be closer to family. I think it's his family that they're being closer to because
Mhm.
it's her sister-in-law.
Yeah.
And the pajama brand that they created, her and Samantha created, is called For the Mems.
Mhm.
And they created this pajama brand, and it started out that the pajamas were going to be $98 for a set, and they're like made of not great materials.
Ooh. Okay.
So it was like $98, but like
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes a difference.
people were mad about it because they basically marketed it as if it was going to be easily accessible to their fan base, basically.
Ooh.
Like everyone will be able to get their hands on these. But like
Okay.
they're seasonal Christmas pajamas for $98. So not super accessible,
Yeah.
affordable, family friendly, whatever.
No. Family
Yeah.
specific. It would be one thing like, yeah, I would pay that price for like a nice skim set. Or
Exactly.
something, but like something that they're going to use for a month
I was gonna say
or a day.
a set of Skims pajamas is, I think it's like 80 or 90, but like even that is 1, still cheaper, and 2, good
Yeah.
quality, 3, a reputable brand, 4, it's not seasonal. There's so many
Yes.
reasons why I can like justify the cost of a Skims pajama set
Mhm.
and how they are not comparable to this. After they got a lot of criticism for that decision, they came out, I don't know if it was on live or if it was a video, but they came out saying that they would drop the price, and they understood that it was kind of
That's the only thing I
whatever.
saw.
They brought it down to 75.
I didn't go investigate because I think I was distracted for some reason. But I saw that video because something popped up and they tagged her and they were talking about it. And so I was like, let me investigate. And I couldn't find any other videos talking about
Really?
the brand or anything on her page.
Oh, yeah. It's all just like the tea pages.
Yeah. But I found the video of them like basically after they were confronted and
Yeah.
was saying they were going to bring the price down.
Yeah.
That's all I saw.
So they brought it down to 75.
okay.
That's not that much lower.
No.
If we're talking about Skims being like $80.
Or family.
Agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a 6-person family.
And again, the quality. Like, I'm sure they're soft, but it's not like we got those $5 Walmart pajama pants that were
Yeah.
soft. Like,
Yeah,
you
they
can
were
get,
soft,
I was
yeah.
going to say.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, so then that happened, and Cecily and Avery Woods. Do you know who Avery Woods is? Avery Woods is Emily Kaiser's bestie. Do you know who Emily Kaiser is?
I mean, I know the names.
This is
but
all the mommy vlogger family. I mean, this is like the realm of mommies on TikTok. Let me show you.
I know the
Emily
names,
Kaiser.
but I just never see their videos, so they don't.
You would. Emily Kaiser has.
I think I know
Trig.
her most. Like, I
Emily-
know I would probably recognize
This
her.
is Emily Kaiser and her family.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Her good friend Avery. Let me find Avery real quick, see if you know her. I think you would, because if you know Emily, you probably know it.
But I never see their videos.
Okay, this is kind of a. Well, this is Avery. She has like 2 of her own like biological children, but she also has 2 stepdaughters. Okay.
Okay.
Avery, yeah, her kids' names are Ziggy and what's the other one's name starts with an S? Ziggy is the boy. The girl is starts with an S. I don't know. Anyway, I kind of want to know now. I don't know. Anyway, Avery and Cecily were friends, or
Okay.
are friends, I guess. I don't know. Avery had a collab with Mad Happy, the sweat apparel
Yeah.
place, and it was like a sweat set that was like a mental health thing. Like it had like a mantra, like a mental health mantra thing on it, like a
Okay.
normal Mad Happy thing.
Yeah.
And obviously, Mad Happy is another reputable brand. They've been around for years. They're established. They sell them at Nordstrom. They sell them at plenty of chains.
sure.
Anyway, people were saying, like, someone commented on Cecily's video saying, I don't understand why Cecily is getting so much hate when Avery, like, has her Mad Happy thing and it's like $80 or whatever. So,
Okay.
yeah, people were saying, like,
Yeah.
comparing that. Cecily liked the comment. And, like,
That's not the same at all.
one, not the same at all.
No, in every single way.
Yeah. A sweat set that you can wear anytime for the rest of your life if you wanted to, or a holiday pajama set.
Creating a brand and picking those prices, doing a brand deal
Yes.
with a brand
Well, you don't
that
set prices.
you don't set prices because they make sets. They have a set
Yeah.
price for sets.
Yeah. So plenty of things wrong with that on as far as like the logistical comparison side, but also like as a friend, the issues of her liking, like the implications of her liking that message
Yeah.
were harmful. So Avery messaged her and said, like, I listened to Avery's podcast episode about it, which I didn't know she had a podcast, but I was like, I saw clips of it on TikTok. And
I
was
saw
like,
a clip
I
of
gotta go
something.
watch it.
Yeah.
But anyway, so she posted her podcast telling her like side of it because she was really upset, and she like messaged Cecily and was saying basically like, hey, like I've been a really good friend to you this year. I'm really like it's really upsetting that you wouldn't. Basically because she was saying it felt like she was making her friend look bad in order to make herself look better, like justifying
Yeah.
her bad decisions
exactly
based on
what she
something
did.
that's not
Yeah.
compared, like
Not
can't be
yeah,
compared at
not
all.
relevant.
Yeah. So that's the tea on that.
Yeah, that's
Cecily deleted the comment that she liked, but still never addressed it. Like she sent like a short message to Avery, deleted the comment, and then didn't. But Avery was saying what she should have done was unliked the comment, and replied to the comment and said in defense of her, saying
Yeah.
like this does not relate.
Yes. Yeah.
Whatever.
That's just messy.
Social media messes.
The gossip.
So I guess it's a huge deal. People are talking about it a lot.
Yeah, I saw people like literally just saying, I saw the words PJ and $98 in a lot of things, but nothing pointing to any more context of it. But I did see quite a few of those, I guess probably the day that it happened, the day that it was announced or
I feel
dropped or whatever.
kind of on both sides of the argument as far as this kind of thing goes, not in defense of the $98 pajamas, but in defense of the fact like, okay, on one hand, you can see a business model come out, a new business, and you can see them launch their first launch and think, oh, that's not going to do well because of X, Y, and Z, and just let them fail. Like,
Agree.
everyone could just keep their mouth shut, not have an opinion and not say it, and then they'll just let them fail.
Yeah.
Like, just don't buy the pajamas.
just don't purchase it.
Yeah.
I do feel. Yeah,
So I feel
both sides of that.
The other side of it is that I think in the society that we live in, and also the fact that they have online presences, so like they already have a following and a presence online, they are opening themselves up to criticism.
Yes.
And I think that when you start a business after you've developed that kind
It's
of
scary.
following, you're opening yourself up to a lot of criticism. I think that if they had started the business before they had gotten
attention,
which I don't think that they probably could afford the means to do that.
No.
Starting a business is very like
yeah.
it's a financial thing. But I'm just saying, like, I think that you open yourself up to some criticism, and I think it's good to an extent for people to criticize it because I think that it holds them accountable.
They're out of touch and they weren't aware of how wrong that was and what a big ass that was for specific item.
Yeah. And that was the argument that people were saying it was out of touch. And then some people were saying like, how is that out of touch? They just blah, 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 blah. But I don't know. I think that I can see both sides. I could see you could just shut up and let them fail.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
I would see like, okay, let's say I'm excited for the drop.
Yeah.
I go look, I exit, and I complain to someone in my personal life, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because
like,
I'm just not going to purchase
the price of that? That's so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess too many people did that. And so then it became a thing.
I think it's because people were excited about it and they were like people who followed her and they were like, oh, they were acting like it was going to be affordable and accessible to my family. And then they released it and I was disappointed.
No, because imagine you have
5 kids.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Imagine you are Cecily Bachman in a different reality.
And you have, it's you and your husband and all that. Yeah, that's impossible.
This is conspiracy theory, I guess. But I don't know what their financial situation was like as a couple before she was on social media. And I don't know what she was doing before social media, but it seems like they were always not well off, but it seems like they were always doing well financially. And they lived in San Diego. So like they lived in California.
Yeah.
But he was a pastor. Where's the money coming from?
Yeah.
And you have 5 children.
Curious.
So anyway, that's my just curiosity.
Just a wonder.
Just a little
something
mental
to think
note.
about.
Something to consider. Yeah.
Let's jump into all the things we're thankful for.
We're so thankful.
We're so thankful.
Everything.
And of course, we're thankful for you guys and anyone that listens and tunes in and follows and just comes back every week and listens because
it supports us.
It's so fun. Yeah.
It is so fun.
It's so fun for us and we appreciate anyone that is consistent and showing love to us and the podcast. So we're thankful for you guys.
Yeah. By the time this is up, it'll be Thanksgiving week. So happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
We are going to list all the things we're thankful for, as everyone does every year. It's like we're going around the table. We should edit a big Thanksgiving feast between us. Everyone go around the table and say what you're thankful for. And it's just me and you going back and forth.
It's so perfect.
Yeah. Perfect Thanksgiving table.
This is my perfect Thanksgiving table.
List of everyone I want at Thanksgiving.
I love Thanksgiving.
It's just you.
It's just us and the things that we cook. Oh.
Hey guys, this is our Friendsgiving. Welcome to Friendsgiving.
Yes. I have basic ones, of course. Yeah. Outside of the podcast itself, I'm thankful for my husband, Justin, who edits and takes care of so much behind the scenes that you guys don't see and all the things he does as a husband. And yeah, thankful for him, of course.
I am also thankful for Justin.
Oh my God.
As our Freddie of our iCarly. And as Cosette's husband. I am thankful for him too, because he takes care of Coco. But that was not my answer. I just thought about it as you were saying it. I was like, I am thankful for Justin because he does a lot. And you do a lot too, honestly. Like, I'm thankful for you too, because you do a lot you guys do a lot for the podcast. And I feel like I'm just here. I'm like, share, repost. I'm like, I'll show up for recording. I'm like, gee, that's so good, guys. Good job. I'm the cheerleader. Give you some pom-poms. Yeah, so I'm thankful for you guys.
Oh my gosh.
Well, in regards to the podcast, I'm thankful for you guys, but I'm thankful for you guys for everything else too.
I'm thankful for you too. and I'm thankful for our unmentionable Adam that's not here.
Yeah, I was gonna start with that, like my fiance Adam. Yeah. I'm thankful for Adam. Of course, he does so much for me. He's my better half, my bug. Just love that guy.
We really do.
Yeah.
He's just a part of us.
A part of us. He's your brother.
He's my brother.
Yeah.
And he's so concerned with so much.
Yeah.
Just so thoughtful. And we just really appreciate him.
Adam, if you're listening, we love
Adam mention. We love his pranks, and we love when he cooks for us, and we love when he asks about my Christmas list.
Yeah.
And we love when he goes on walks with us and goes on runs with us.
We love when he tells jokes.
When he wants to go to Dutch Bros.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So much.
I love when he takes the dog out.
True.
That's my favorite thing he does for me. When he takes Spooky out.
I also love when Justin takes the dogs out.
That's a thing to be thankful for.
Yes.
I'm thankful for
so thankful for every time I'm inside and the dogs are outside.
Yes. So thankful for that. Favorite time ever.
The relief.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're using the bathroom and I'm not the one who has to pick it up.
True. Not branching out literally at all. I'm thankful that we're neighbors.
I have that top of my list.
I'm thankful for all 4 of us and the fact that we're neighbors.
Yes.
So perfect. It's just so good in so many ways. Specifically, the last couple that we've been running, so helpful to do our little exercises, are yarning. Whether that crochet or knit has been so nice, because the second I'm like, oh, I've done my chores, my mental Sunday reset is done, I want to crochet.
Yeah.
Boom, next door, crocheting. Amazing.
Crochet party.
Amazing. It's perfect.
Yeah.
And also over the last couple of weeks, we've been going back and forth for dinners. So we make dinner one night, they make dinner the next night. That's amazing. Only neighbor things. It's just perfect. I just love being neighbors.
Yeah. I was going to say this year in general.
Yeah.
I'm very thankful that we've been neighbors for so many things. Like you said, as of recent, there's so many things that we depend on each other for, and that's just because we've gotten comfortable doing that. So like dinner and running and
our
hobbies
rhythm,
and everything, like we can. And anytime anyone's bored, what are you doing? Like,
Yes.
we're gonna hang out. Anybody want to go get coffee? Anybody want to go whatever? Anybody want to go to Hobby Lobby? But that I'm thankful for the comfort and like knowing that we can always invite our friends to do things with us when we want them, and we always want them. And then I've been just thankful, just even things like whenever we go out of town, that like you can watch Bubba and you're just next door, so it's like
so true.
it's convenient, it's easy. I trust you. Like I don't have to worry about him. Things like that. The comfort of having you guys next door is very helpful, especially when I lock myself out.
For sure. So true. Yeah.
Because I got neighbors who can throw my keys off the balcony.
If only I had my phone the last time I got locked out. I cried in the car for like 25 minutes because I didn't have my phone and I didn't have my keys, and I just suffered.
I was really, really blessed last time I got locked out because I was with Allie and she had her phone.
Yeah.
Because I didn't bring my phone. I don't care. Was just taking the dog to use the bathroom. So, and both of you guys are in meetings. I'm like, Allie, they're probably in meetings. She's like, should I DM Justin?
Let me in.
Please, Justin, let me in. Coming from Allie. A DM.
But yeah, no, we're locked out. No, we don't have keys. Just, please, Justin, let me in.
Yes. He goes to the front door.
That'd be so funny. Yeah, just so many things.
So many things to be thankful for.
And I don't know, it's formed my brotherly bond.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have no brotherly bond.
So true.
It definitely helps our friendship in a lot of ways, the consistency and all of that. So it's just perfect.
And if I need something,
so thankful.
If I don't have something for dinner, a lot of the times,
my gosh,
they
love
have it.
that.
Like, I'm really bad at just forgetting that I can ask for those things, but every time I'm cooking something, I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to get this. Adam's like, just ask if Cosette has any. I'm like, so true.
It's so nice because, yes, I have lived far from grocery stores, so I do understand. I'm so close to everything, but yet it's still a thing.
Yeah.
I still have more convenience of next door. Like, yes, I could get in the car and I could be at Kroger in 10 minutes, or next door, there's half and half.
The reality,
my coffee that's waiting for me, it doesn't have to wait.
The reality is I'm not going to do that. So I either get it
I'll
from you
suffer.
or I just don't do it.
Yeah.
I'll just do it another time. I'm not going to waste my 20 minutes.
I just really hate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so inconvenient for me to go to the
of,
store.
Do you have makeup remover wipes?
I do have makeup.
Oh my God, perfect. I'm going to steal one after this. Because I literally texted Adam earlier. I said, makeup remover wipes. He said, what? I said, I sent that as a reminder to myself that I need makeup remover wipes when we go out. And then I was like, Adam, let's just go home. Like, I don't want to go. He was like, you don't want to go to Ulta? No, I'm going home because I have to podcast.
Have to podcast.
I literally put, just so you know, Coco being my neighbor. But I guess I could count both of you and the boys. For my next one, this one's kind of a silly small one, and that is my ability to learn things quickly.
True.
I am so thankful that my knitting experience has gone as seamlessly as it could. I feel like it could have gone worse.
Making a sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely,
not making a block.
I definitely approached it the same way that I approached crocheting, and that was, I'm not going to learn. I'm just going to pick a project I want to do and make it happen and learn along the way. And maybe that's not like the best way to learn, but it really throws you in there in a way that like if I were just learning on my own, I would take slower.
Working with a pattern is so helpful.
Yeah, then
like,
you learn so much.
You learn so much working with a pattern. I realized that with sewing and crocheting is that I feel so much more equipped after using a pattern. Like when I sewed a few very random, very small things before doing my bestie bag. And when I did my bestie bag, when I was done with that, I felt like I was on top of the world.
Yeah.
I was like, now I understand how so many different things work that I can create my own things. Not like at the same degree at all with sewing, but I don't know. If I run into something with another pattern that is not as detailed, I know exactly how to do that now that I've worked with a good pattern.
Yeah.
And that's so helpful.
Working with a pattern, yeah, definitely helpful because one, you learn the terminology, you learn like how to read a pattern, which is so different, and like every person writes a pattern differently. You understand, I don't know, there's just so much that you learn. But I'm been thankful for my learning abilities because I do just tend to jump into things.
Yeah.
It's been very good so far. Or I've had obviously my issues, but like I'm learning from my mess ups what I
sure.
would do differently next time.
Yeah. I honestly felt like putting something similar on my list, but just that I mean, there's no better way to say it. Just that I'm good at hobbies and crafts. Like I just feel very thankful that I do have so many things that fill my cup and fill my heart and that I can just do comfortably and that I
was gonna say
I'm very thankful that I just can crochet.
Yeah.
That I can make all these different items crocheting. I'm very thankful that I could go in there and I could sew, or that I feel inspired by scrapbooking. Not that I've done it in literally forever, but I just am thankful that I enjoy crafts and that I have not the inspiration, just
the creativity.
Yeah.
I was about to say the same thing. As I was talking about the knitting thing, I was like, I'm actually thankful for my creativity too, because it doesn't just take like learning how to do something, but like once you know how to do something, you are either a person who can or can't just make things up on your own. And like to an extent, we both do make our own patterns for things. And a lot of people who crochet and knit do that too. It's just like being able to think of like, I don't know, conceptualize ideas and just make it happen is crazy. And like that might not be a big thing to a lot of people, but it's so impressive and so fun. And like you said, having hobbies is so nice because one of my coworkers and I were talking one day and she was saying like, what do you do in your free time? And I was like, what do you mean?
Everything.
She's like, what do you do when you're not here? And I was like, anything. Like I have so many things I would enjoy doing rather than obviously being at work. And I was like, I crochet. I go on walks. I don't know. I read. Like I was like, listing hobbies. And she was like, I need to find some hobbies. And I was like, you really do, girl. Because listen, hobbies change your life.
So good.
There's, like you said, they fill your cup. It makes life so much more fulfilling because obviously you have like your relationships and your friendships that are fulfilling, but like when you know how to entertain yourself and like have fun with
and
so
feel
little.
Inspired.
Yes.
Like when you have something that makes you proud and you feel inspired by.
Like you created something.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand people who aren't creative, like, or don't like have a creative outlet of some sort, because when you create something, you're so proud of it. You're like, oh my gosh, like even our little houses we made, I was like, this is perfect.
I'm
so
like,
proud. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just, you mentioning reading. I do love reading and I really miss reading. I just have so many hobbies that do produce things that I haven't read in so long.
Yeah.
But yesterday we were at Barnes & Noble and I really do love reading and I have a Kindle and I should read more. I started reading, a couple things. I didn't finish reading the last of the Summer I Turned Pretty books. Would like to do that. And then I started reading a book I read in like middle school that I loved. It's one of my mom's favorite books, For a Flight. And then I never finished. I actually don't know where that book is, but I should look for it. I think I just didn't take it out of my backpack. Mom, I didn't lose it. But it's just so hard. I do love reading and I feel so proud when I'm reading. And I know I'm going to just read an audiobook, but it's just not the same. I have so many things I like to watch as well. So I just watch something. But
when someone tells me they've read 20 books a year and it's 20 audiobooks, I'm like, you're a liar.
Yes.
You didn't really read that. That's a podcast.
Sorry. Yeah, agree. I
don't want to be a hater, but that is the truth. You did not read that book.
No.
Someone else read that book to you.
I appreciate.
Yeah.
But it's not the same.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, I hope I get back into reading, but that would mean I was giving something up. Maybe one day I will get into reading a little bit more again. But right now, I do really like my hobbies that produce things.
Yeah.
Or being active.
I was going to say, it is really hard because with reading, I don't get the same fulfillment out of reading. I love reading. Yeah. But when you read and you finish a book, you're like, what now?
Yeah.
Whenever I finish knitting or crocheting, I'm on to the next thing.
Yes.
Like, I'm like, look at this great thing I did. This is so amazing. I can't wait to do more.
Yeah.
But whenever I'm finished reading a book, I'm just like, it's over.
Yes. No, it does leave you feeling quite different.
It leaves me feeling kind of empty.
And I have so many genres that I do like that when I was in college, I took that crime fiction class and I loved it. It was so good. I don't even remember the different types of crime fiction we read, but like whodunits were part of it. We read the first few
Oh, that's
whodunits.
fun.
So fun. And just other, I guess, like not Sherlock Holmes. We did read one, but like that kind of esque genre of it. And I really just love that genre. And I like mysteries and I like romance.
Yeah.
And I like the more like nonfiction, good for your body, soul, whatever
Yeah.
books. There's just so many that I do, like Tuesday with Maury. I don't know.
Yeah. I
Don't
honestly
have time. Need to not
talking
have
about
job.
so true. Honestly, if we're talking about like even like the stuff they make you read in classes and stuff,
Mhm.
I miss that. Like,
I
I miss
that,
the reading
honestly.
assignments because then you're on a schedule and you're like really comprehending what you're reading because you're being quizzed on it, obviously.
Yes, yeah.
But like, and like you're having to like write essays about it. And like, honestly, I pretty much enjoyed the majority of my like readings that I did
agree.
in college.
Yeah.
And I think it's because I just really loved my major. But I liked it. And
Yeah.
like even general education, like my literature class I took, that like this that professor was awful. She was like one of the worst professors I've ever had. She was horrid. But the materials that she like had us read were really good.
Yeah, I
I was like,
honestly
I'll give you this.
I thought about reaching out. I don't even remember what his name is, and I didn't like adore him as a teacher, but I thought about reaching out to him and being like, "Hey, I was in your crime fiction class and read these books. Can you refer me like 10 more?"
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I really liked them.
You could have, yeah.
Oh, I could chat GPT that.
I'm sure. Yeah.
No need to email a professor. I could chat GPT that for sure.
So true. But I feel like he probably would have better.
Yeah.
I feel that way about one of my teachers who, my last year of college, they had me watch, like, there was a list of movies we could do for extra credit.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched a movie, and it was an A24 film, and it was so good. It was so, so good. And my essay on it was so good. And I was like, oh my God, I need to ask that professor for the movie list because it was,
Yeah.
like, so many good movies on there. And I was like, OMG.
I'm sorry, unpopular opinion. I really do love writing essays.
Same. Same, girl.
I love writing essays. Like the pride I felt, because I mean, I was just capable of it.
Yes.
like,
yeah. If you're
frankly,
good at it, then
I was just
Yeah.
I was just good at it.
yeah.
And I had one tough one. You had way higher quantity of essays, way higher quantity in each essay than I did. But I had a
Short essays are fun.
yeah.
3 to 5 pages is fun to me.
Yes. I had a neuroscience class and I loved that teacher. She was so nice and I learned so much. And we had a big project at the end. And I remember being so scared because it sounded so scary on the syllabus. And when we started working on it, it also was scary. But by the time it came around to doing it, I was like, wow, I learned so much to write it. And that was harder because it was like a research paper. So I had to research and write about it. But I felt accomplished.
Mhm.
But just like a normal paper, like in that crime fiction class where I had to write a paper on what I read. Oh,
I loved doing
so good at that.
You know
like,
what?
It was part of our tests at the end of each like few books. We would have a test and it would be part multiple choice and like then you'd get a prompt and you'd have to write a paper. Loved that,
Yeah.
but I studied really well.
I liked that too. There was another, again, a lot of my professors had like movies that they would do for assignments. So it was like, you can either read this thing and write an essay or you can watch this movie and write an essay. And like, I'm going to watch a movie.
Obviously.
So there was a movie that I watched. It was, I wrote it down. I think it's in my favorite movies list, actually, because I was like, OMG, this is amazing. How to Make an American Quilt. And I've told you about that movie, but it was an incredible movie. Like, it was so good. And whenever I wrote the assignment, it was like a brief assignment. It was like, write 2 pages on blah, blah, blah about this movie. And I was like, I literally emailed her separately, or I think I emailed her, or we had a discussion forum where we had to talk about it. And I think you're supposed to like, oh, that's what it was. We had groups. And so like, if you decided to join the group to watch the movie, then like it was like a group project and you had to write your essay separately, turn that in separately. That was your portion of your own thing. And then as a group, you had to talk about in the discussion forum, answer these questions about it basically. And I felt like some of the other people didn't watch the movie and it made me really sad.
Aww.
And it was one of those things where it's like the professor's going to know that they did watch the movie. And I felt so passionately about that movie. I think in the discussion forum, I was like, this was one of the best movies I've ever seen. Like, I'm so, so thankful for this assignment because it really like, it was just I don't know how to explain it. It's a very like, it's not even like a super deep movie, but it was a very like heartwarming movie. And if you're like a young woman, I think every young woman needs to see it.
Yeah.
And it was so, so good. And I can't recommend it enough. But I only picked it because it's funny. I only picked it because of Winona Ryder. she was in it, and I said, Winona Ryder. There's not a movie with Winona Ryder that I don't love. So
Yeah.
I said, we'll watch that. And I loved it, and I could have probably written a 10-page paper on it, like analyzing the roles of women and the different, things that they do and whatever, and each of the different women in that movie. But it was so good. I don't miss college, but like I
Yeah.
do miss like the learning of it all. Like I
Yes,
love
yeah.
learning.
The
so-
learning, and I honestly appreciated the organization of it.
Oh, for sure. The structure and
I would
yeah.
be so much better if I was in college now than when I was in college.
I think that too. It kind of makes me, I'm like, oh, gosh, I wish I could just be a freshman again, because I'm like,
Yeah.
college I would operate
I would
so
learn
much differently.
so much more
and that's
now.
why, I would learn so much more now.
I'm like, I care so much more.
Yes, I think that, okay, one, I guess I'm thankful that I love learning. That's good, because you never stop learning, and that's good. I saw, it was a quote from, actually, in my sociology of aging class, I took a course it was about aging, and there was a quote from an old man who said, he was like 89, and he was like, you only like get old the day you stop learning.
Yeah.
And I was like, so true. And I just love learning. But I was thinking, this is so off topic, so I'm so sorry, but I was just thinking about how it is so normalized to graduate high school and go directly into college.
Yeah.
Why? Why?
I agree.
No, we should start going to college at 20.
I get
Freshman
the
at
whole like
20.
getting that done and being able to settle.
Yes.
And I get the time frame in that way, but I do think that if I was in college now, I would get a lot more out of it.
For sure.
And I would like appreciate it more, and just I would just operate a lot differently. And yeah, I would just appreciate my education more, because it the way that you go through elementary school to middle school to high school, this just feels like another chore.
Yes.
And
I'm getting it over with.
Yeah, and obviously there's some respect to it, because like if you are paying for it, then there's something there that you should take it seriously. But it is still just like, I'm working towards my degree, and a lot of it is not I'm learning. And I did really enjoy my degree, so there were some classes that I loved and I felt really passionate about, but maybe I didn't like the professor or this or that. And there were definitely ones that I did not take away as much as I should. Like, I don't remember most of the classes I took. I don't remember any of my professors, really. And I feel like I could absorb it a lot better now.
I definitely feel that. And I'm not saying that everyone should wait till they're a little older to go to college, but I think that there's a lot of young people who go to college because they feel like they have to, or that's the next step. And I think that all the people that I know that are a little older and waited a little bit to go to college, they feel more sure about what they're going for. They feel more passionate. They're working harder. My coworker, she got her esthetician's license out of high school, and then so she was doing that for a little bit, and then now she's in college. And there's just such a difference in the way that she prioritizes and operates versus the way that I did. And I was very successful in college. I graduated. I did very well. I did very well in all my courses, and I loved my major. But I really do feel like if I had started later, I would have learned and retained so much more.
Yeah,
I feel
retained
like
is a very
I feel like
right
now I'm more of a sponge to like soak up all the knowledge.
Yeah.
I feel like once I was 2 years in, I feel like that's when I was really, really soaking it all up.
Yeah, I feel like I was there, and I mean, I studied for all my tests, and I did well, and at the time, maybe I knew things, but I just didn't absorb it or retain it very well. And I guess that probably is partly I've just naturally been scholarly, so it was never really a thing, but yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
We had so much to say on that.
If you're in
back to our
college.
thankfulness.
Yeah. Back to our thankfulness. What are we thankful for? I don't know who went last.
I don't remember.
Let's go with a generic one then that we both can agree on.
Okay.
Family.
I'm so thankful for family.
I'm so thankful for the group of support that I have. I think that having a social support system is so beyond important. And I know that even if I don't talk to my family every single day, that I know that I can always rely on them, and I can always count on them, and that they support me and they love me and they're proud of me, and that they see the best in me.
For sure.
And that's good.
I, of course, am also thankful for my family, specifically my parents. I'm an only child, so I get to have a very special relationship with my parents. And I also work with my mom, and I'm very thankful for that, actually. That is so fun because not only is conversations a bit better because we know all the same people. We both are hybrid, so we have in-office and out-of-office days. If we're both in the office on the same days, like I can just go see my mom And
so
that's
nice.
so nice. Like,
Such a privilege.
if someone bothers me, I can go see my mom. If I'm ready for lunch, I can go see my mom. If I'm going to the bathroom, I can stop on the way and see my mom. And that's just so nice. And it definitely fills a lot of the, not pressure, but like, I'm just so busy. I don't always have time to go visit or go over for dinner or stuff like that, just because there's so much going on, I feel like, all the time. So it's very nice to have those small moments to see my mom, but thankful for my parents in general. And I'm thankful for some of my like more extended family, that like my dad's siblings, because this year has been like really good for my dad's side of the family, and everyone's been, I don't know, we've just been talking a lot more, and we have Christmas planned all together, and we haven't done Christmas together as a family for, gosh, I don't know how long. I was probably 14, 13. It's been a long time since we've done Christmas. Like, I've done Christmas with all of those people, and it's going to be so good. And I'm very thankful that I do have all of them, and that our relationships are being nourished right now.
I was gonna say kind of an opposition to the parents thing. Not that I'm not thankful. I'm so thankful for my parents, but I'm mostly thankful for my parents because my parents gave me my siblings, and I'm thankful for my siblings and my very special relationships with them. If any of you watch this or listen,
I'm thankful for my pets, my 2 puppies, and my kitty. And while they all have their quirks and they all drive me crazy in different ways, I love them very dearly. My oldest, Asher, is very empathetic, and he loves to snuggle, and he loves everybody, and he's very kind. Ranger is very protective and also very loving and loyal and good in a lot of ways. And my kitty is just a baby, and he's sweet, and he purrs, which is very, very sweet. And he also loves us very much, and he's done so good being so strong with his big CRA brothers. He loves them. And at the end of the day, they're very good boys, and I'm very thankful for them because they make our little house a home.
Aww.
Aww.
I'm also thankful for my pets. I'm thankful for my kitty and my puppy. I have Bubba's, and he is my rock. I love him so much. I don't want to cry. I love him so much. I just love my cat. I love him so much. He's perfect. I feel like there is nothing greater than a bond between a woman and her cat. And I just love him. He's perfect, and he's so sweet. He doesn't do anything wrong, really. He's pretty perfect. And he puts up with Pookie, which I really, really
So good.
very
Yeah,
brave of him.
very brave.
Honestly, good big brother. But
Yeah.
he's perfect. He doesn't do anything wrong. He doesn't ask for much. He's just a good guy. And we just look at each other and we just know each other. I just love him. And then puppy Pookie. I love Pookie. I am so thankful for Pookie because he's just so fun. He's fun, he's bubbly, he's happy, he's sweet. He's just happy and sweet, and he loves everybody and everything. Like, there is nothing or anyone that he does not like. He loves everyone. He just loves so much. And I'm very thankful for that, and that he is just such a good guy. He doesn't have anything to complain about. Obviously he has his quirks, but he is just a baby after all.
Yes.
And as far as all things considered, they're pretty good. They're pretty good guys too. I am thankful for something that Coco introduced me into my life, and that is my Nespresso.
Ah, so true. So true.
It truly does brighten my days. It is one of my most used products that I've ever bought. It's very beneficial. I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful for it every week.
Yeah.
There's not a week that goes by that I don't use it. At least once.
I have been, last week I was not on my coffee game for the first time since April. Because I was just waking up so early and I was trying to be so healthy. And so I took a few days off and surprisingly did not get like a caffeine headache or anything. But that was my only few days, and I was just trying to be good. But I love my Nespresso so much. I love having fun and making my coffees. And I love that I can do that and like feel happy with what I make. And I do, just being able to make coffee at home and know that it will brighten my day. My next one is, I don't know, definitely not as much to say, but a couple of my work colleagues, there's so much with my work that is not perfect, but a couple of the ladies I work with make it a lot easier and a lot brighter and a lot more fun to do what we do. And I really appreciate them and how they make things a little bit better. in the office.
Let's go with, on the topic, I know I just said my siblings, but I want to say specifically right now my sisters. I think I'm very, 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 very thankful for my sisters and for the understanding and the friendship that provides you, especially in your 20s when you're navigating things and all growing up, and we're all so close in age. And like I said, there's just a knowingness and there's just a bond that can't be broken. And I just love them. So that's all for my siblings.
So sweet. I'll do a very basic one, but frankly, I'm thankful for my bob. I'm thankful to have short hair. I love my short hair. I love having short hair. I love every day that I wake up and my hair is short. I love it.
I'm thankful for your bob too.
I love my bob. I love that my bob is cooperating so well with my wavy hair that I don't do anything ever. And I still feel like I look so good. Like, as far as like having my hair styled, I always feel like I'm literally fine. And I just love it. I love how short it is. I'm so glad that a few weeks ago I realized it was way too long and I cut it short. And it might not be everybody's thing, at least that day when it was really short, or like those few days went like right after I cut it. But it looked so good. I looked so cool. Like, that's all it boils down to. Like, I looked so cool. Like, you have to have a certain vibe. You have to have a certain confidence to be able to pull off super short hair. And I'm eating it up. And I'm thankful that I cut my hair.
I mourn my lack of short hair every day. I'm not kidding when I tell you every day. It's so hard to see my pretty best friend with her short hair and my stupid medium length hair that I'm growing out for my wedding. Like, what kind of stupid thing is that? Like, I say to Allie every time I see her, can I cut off my hair? And she says, it's up to you. It's up to you.
I almost
But
texted
there's
you
judgment
today.
in her tone.
No, I almost texted you today and said, if you get your hair done, cut it off. Because I'm
really think
realizing,
about
I'm like, I'm actually really excited for how like my hair will look in my dress.
I know.
Again,
I was kind of.
I'm like, wait.
I know. I was literally
My
thinking,
hair's
I
gonna
was
look
like,
so
you know
good.
what? If my hair's short, it's just short. Like,
Yes.
that's the vibe. Like,
and it would look
I could
really
do, like,
good, honestly.
I could do anything. I could do like a rounded blowout situation. I could do anything.
It would look really good.
And
it would look really
guys,
good,
I've
actually.
been also thinking about like bangs again.
Because think about where it would hit.
Not full-fledged bangs, but the bangs I've been looking at. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't. There's this one girl, and oh my god, yeah.
I don't think like it's not gonna grow enough to be where you want it to be anyway. It gives you more flexibility to a degree.
Why she wanted me to grow it out is because if I grow it out, then I can do like clip-in extensions.
True.
Because I'll probably have to do that anyway.
But I'm thinking about how short hair would look with the look.
I know. Because I was looking back at the wedding dresses I tried on, but didn't get. And I was looking at all of those so I could pick my favorite photos for eventually the TikToks to come. And I was looking at them and I was like,
in so many ways, it needs a lot less styling because of what it says. And I've seen people's wedding photos with short hair and they slay.
I know.
They slay.
And then part of me goes back and forth between doing that thing where you cut it before the reception and then you have like best of both worlds situation. But I know I'm an anxious girl. Yeah. And I can't do that on my wedding day. Kudos to every chill, cool girl, cool bride out there who does that. Not me. Can't be me. Won't be me. And I've just been thinking about it, and I've just been thinking about me and like my look and whatever, and I'm like,
it would look so good.
I'm kind of feeling, that's why part of me was like, what if I just wait and like hold off maybe the week before my wedding if I still feel this way. But then I'm like, at that point, if I do feel that way, which I probably will,
I could have had so much time.
I could have had so much time with my short hair as a bride and in my engaged things. I don't know. Guys, should I cut my hair?
Should she or should she not cut her hair?
Comment down below if you think my short hair slayed.
Like, would it be perfect?
Yeah.
Perfect bride.
That we should put a poll on our Instagram story.
That's what I was thinking.
Should I cut my hair?
Yeah.
Or is that not bridal enough?
But like short hair.
Short hair.
Short hair.
Short hair. There's the bobcast. I'm gonna think about it and hyperfixate.
Oh my
gosh. The rest of the night.
It's you.
That's a horrible photo.
I didn't know it did that.
That bikini was a crime.
What just happened? How did I get there?
There's an update, and if your phone's like resting like that, it goes into like a certain mode. I am thankful for my health.
So true.
I am very thankful for that because There are a lot of people who struggle with chronic illness and underlying health issues and hormonal issues, all kinds of issues, skin issues, whatever. There are a lot of health issues I could have in this world, and I do not have them, and I am very thankful and blessed.
Yes, agree.
The worst I've got is lactose intolerant, and that's really not that bad.
I'm thankful for all of that, but on a smaller level, I'm also just thankful not to be sick right now.
Oh my god,
I hate being sick. Like
so true.
It's debilitating for me.
I just cry every day.
Yeah, like I
can't do it.
cannot be
Yeah.
sick. My immune system can't do it. So I'm thankful that I can breathe right now.
Breathe that in. You won't be able to tomorrow morning, bright and early.
Bright and early. I am thankful that I can travel, both, I guess, health-wise and financially, and just that we're in a place where traveling is happening a little bit. And that Christmas with my family, I'm thankful that I get to go travel for that. And I get to go somewhere I've never been. I get to go visit people I rarely see. And the flight process was actually kind of a little back and forth and hard, but at the end of the day, like, I knew that that was something that, like, we could afford and we could go make that trip and do that. And that is a blessing to be able to do that.
For
So
sure.
very thankful to be able to travel for all the reasons, but specifically,
I am thankful for my car. I'm thankful to have a reliable car for me and a reliable car for me and Adam when we need it. And I'm thankful that I don't have to question it. It goes where it needs to go, does what it needs to do.
mine is very vague. My next one, I am thankful for all that this year has shown me and taught me in every capacity. It has been a very educating year, positively and negatively, but I do appreciate everything that was shown and that I learned. And I know that as the year has gone on and as time continues to go on, that all of that is just pointing me exactly where I'm meant to go.
On a much lighter note, I am so thankful for zero sodas.
True.
Coke Zero, Dr. Pepper Zero, Baja Blast Zero, to name a few. Those are really my main girls.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We love zero sugar.
Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag I love DPZ.
Actually, I don't know that I learned about, I think it was this year. I'm gonna say it was this year. I'm thankful that she taught me about zero sugar sodas because I never had one. I just did not think about them, and if I had one, I assumed it was diet-ish and just didn't know anything about it. And
yeah,
it was an eye-opening moment to learn about Dr. Pepper Zero, and now I'm a zero sugar girl all the way, unless on a very bizarre fast food outing.
Yeah.
But for shopping at home, always zero sugar. Oh, I can do a very broad one, and I am thankful for all of the things to come next year. I know that those things haven't happened and that I should be thankful and present in the moment, but I am very thankful for, like, just having a plan and all that we will get to experience next year. I think next year will be a crazy year. This year was honestly a crazy year.
This year has
This
been
year
insane. It has been insane.
Yeah, we moved here, huge. Had all my wedding-y things, huge. Wedding, huge. Birthday wasn't like a crazy number or anything, but got a car this year, got officially hired at my job this year. It was a crazy year, but next year will also be a crazy big year. Oh, we got Kitty this year.
Save all your big reflecting moments for when we reflect on our year.
So true. Yeah.
Because I can't wait to do that. I've been thinking about all the things. This year has been insane.
Yeah, this year has been insane. We'll have to reflect back. But I'm excited for next year, and I'm thankful for all that we'll get to experience.
Yeah.
Well, that is all that we have for you guys today. We could go on forever about the little niche things we're thankful for, but we don't want to bore you. And we're just going to go ahead and get wrapped up. Tune in to the 14 Steps Away podcast every Monday for a new episode.
Don't forget to like, comment, follow, rate, review, and share.
Watch every week on Spotify or YouTube.
And listen on Apple Podcasts or Spotify.